half an hour after polls have closed in Tunisia's constitutional referendum, and one side's calling it already. Supporters of President Kais Saied marched down Avenue Bourguiba, the main boulevard in the capital Tunis, hailing an exit poll result in a referendum that's polarised the country. Polls were open for a record 16 hours for voters to ratify or reject the constitution written almost single-handedly by the president. Campaigning was banned while voting was taking place. This man told to cover up his Yes t-shirt before going into the polling station. And he was cautioned a second time after casting his vote. Also contravening the embargo, known in the country as the electoral silence, was the president himself. He spoke to reporters after voting in Herriot, near Tunis.
Our money and our wealth are enormous, and our will is even greater, to rebuild a new Tunisia and a new republic, one that breaks with the past.
But evidence suggests the future of the country, its youth, are not behind the president. Early indications are that the demographic that turned out to support the president was far older. Official turnout figures will be closely watched. There were discrepancies in the data released throughout polling day between the Election Commission, handpicked by the president, and the country's top election observer. There was no minimum level of participation after the president changed the electoral law. For many Tunisians, it was a done deal before a single vote was cast. These protesters in Tunis on Friday evening were largely boycotting the vote out of principle, refusing to legitimise a process they see as undemocratic. The police responded with batons and pepper spray after the mainly young crowd pulled down barriers. Several journalists were also injured.
It is threatening the women's rights in specific and the human rights at the larger canvas. So we are here to protest, of course, to practice our right in protesting, and to say no, a big no, to the whole constitution.
There are a lot of rights that were protected by the old one, and they're not protected by the new one. And we're not ready to go backwards. We're not going to go backwards.
Economic decline since the 2011 Arab Spring has left many Tunisians angry at the parties that have governed since the revolution and disillusioned with the political system they ran. But the thin turnout also signals disenchantment with the president, and as his constitution passes, Tunisians wait to see how he leads them out of this crisis. Claire Herriot, TRT World, Tunis.